Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to tell you guys a story. This happened to me, I would say last month. Let me just get into the story already. You have to be at work at 6:30. I left my house at 5:30. I was just running really good on time, and I thought, you know what, if I just leave right now, then I won't have to drive as fast to get to work, because from my house to my job, it's about 30 minutes. Okay, I get on the freeway and I see this car driving really slow, and I was like, oh, okay, you know, because it was his car, and then it was another truck, and then it was my car coming, and I could see it from far away, that it was driving really slow. And then I saw the other car, you know, just move out of the way, and I just like, oh, okay, I'll just go to the next lane. And I really didn't think much of it. Like, I just thought, like, this guy's driving really slow. He might have, like, maybe there's something wrong with this car, whatever, you know, he's on the slow lane. Within seconds, that car just, I saw the car from my rearview mirror just speed super fast. And I could see him, like, oh my goodness, he's going really fast. And he passes me, and then there's cars in front, and he's swerving into each lane, going in front of each car. And, like, he's not swerving, he's just changing lanes really quickly. And so he drives off. I'm just like, wow, that was really weird. Still didn't think anything of it. I just kept driving, and then I see from far away a car swerving, like literally swerving, like everywhere. And all the cars, you could see all the car lights break. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And it was that same car. I knew it was that same car. I was like, oh my goodness, this guy's drunk. And so I start braking too, and then I get up and I see his car. There's cars parked and there's cars stopped in front of me. He has his car, so the freeway is like this, you know, you're going like this. His car is parked like this. And he gets out of the car and he just goes like that. And then he gets back in, and people just moved around him, right? Because there's room to go around his car. So then he just stays right there, and then it's my turn to go around his car, and he decides to get back in his car and back it up. So as I want to go behind his car to go around him, but since he got back in the car, I was like, oh my goodness, he's gonna hit my car, I better not. So I just stopped, and then I stopped, and then I could see more cars coming behind me, and then so he backs up, and he stays like about like this. So there's only two lanes. I'm in one lane, he's in the other lane. There's like a small shoulder, not really that much of a shoulder right here. He gets out of his car and stands right in front of my car. So he's about this far from my car, and he's standing right in front of me, and he's just staring at me. Staring. And I just looked away because I did not want to look at him. And he's just staring at me and just staring at me. Somebody even yelled, I'm calling the cops, and nothing fazed him. Like, he just kept staring at me. And I'm like, oh my God. So I grabbed my phone and I wanted to dial 911. In my head, I said dial 911, but I got scared because I was like, if he sees me take out my phone and he knows I'm going to be calling 911, I don't know what he's going to do. So I didn't. I just had my phone in my hand, and I just like looked away, and then he walks up to my car. He's at my car, and he puts his hand on the hood of my car, and he's staring at me, and he's like, it's okay. It's okay. Just turn off the car. Turn off the car. And I was like, and I was just panicking, and then I could see people were going around his car off to the shoulder because they had enough room behind him. And I'm like thinking, people, don't leave me. Do not leave me with this guy. I didn't know what he was going to do. And he just kept saying that, it's okay, it's okay, just turn off your car. And hell no, I'm not going to turn off my car. Like, are you an idiot? What? You think I'm gonna listen to you and turn off my car? No. So I'm just there and I'm like waiting for him just to move out of the way so I can just go. And so he starts moving, so he still has his hand on the hood of my car, but so this is, you know, I'm the driver, this is the passenger. I'm by myself, but you know, the passenger's, he's right here, he's right in front of me, and then he walks with his hand still. He's like, just turn off the car, it's okay. And he's walking to my door, to the driver's side door, and he just stays at the window and he just stares at me. He's like, it's okay, just turn off the car. And I just take off and I look in the rearview mirror and he's just still standing there. He's just standing there like that, and people are just driving around him. And I just drove so fast because I just wanted to get out of there, because I didn't know which way he was going to go, because there's a split, so you can go either this way to another freeway or this way to another freeway, and I was going this way. And so I didn't know which way he was going to go, and I just did not want him to start swerving again. So I just drove off really fast. As soon as I drove off, I went on the phone, I called my boyfriend, and he's at work already. This is already, by this time, it was already like 5:40-ish. And I just call him and I'm crying. Like, as soon as I pass, I just start crying and I could not control it. I cried all the way to work. This guy, and I couldn't even speak, and I was like, he wouldn't let me go, and oh, it was so scary because I didn't know what he was gonna do, and stuff like that has never happened to me before. So I really didn't know what to do, and I always have bad experiences while driving. I don't know what it is, but that was the worst. Like, the worst. None of the other stuff that I've experienced on the freeway are even bad compared to what happened there. Like, some people might think like, oh, it was like he didn't do anything, nothing happened. No, when you have this guy staring at you and not moving and not letting you go and has to come up to your car and touch your car, his handprints were literally all over the hood of my car and the side and the door. Because, oh, I forgot to mention, he put his hand on the door handle, and I just, oh, thank goodness my doors automatically lock as soon as I turn on the car and put it in drive. It locks. And when I got to work, since I work with my dad, I told him the story and stuff, and like, he was freaking out too. He's like, you should have hit him. My boyfriend said the same thing. You should have just hit him. You should have just ran him over. Who cares? You don't know what he's capable of. Like, when I got to work and I told my dad and stuff, and then, you know, we were talking to my coworkers and everything, and they were like, oh, you know, you should report it because you could still report it. That was, oh, it was on Martin Luther King's birthday, I remember. And because I called the police department. The police department was like, oh, we can't help you because it was an incident that happened on the freeway. You need to call Highway Patrol. So I said, okay. So I called Highway Patrol, and Highway Patrol didn't even answer me. And they're like, oh, it just went to that machine where it's like, we're closed on holidays, blah, blah, blah. And then it said goodbye, and that was it. I'm like, are you serious? But yeah, so I didn't report it or anything. I just went about my day, but I was still so stressed throughout the whole day. I was like nervous and anxious. The moral of the story is do not leave early for work. So now anytime I have more time, I do not leave early. I'm like, I'm never leaving early for work again. So yeah, that is it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.